What's up? Athony Sevins here, also known as Sevins Arcadius on iiRcade. Well, today I'm here to give a little PSA, I guess you can say, concerning leaderboards. Myself, as well as a few others, have talked about how, it's a little sad and disappointing sometimes when people feel like they get really discouraged because they can't place on a leaderboard in very challenging or difficult games. Now, I'm not saying whether a game sucks or not, because even some of us, we like to play even the sucky games or the more low-end games because, we want to try to place on a leaderboard or just kind of, do a little bit better than we did the time before that we were on, right? But anyways, Leaderboards came out in 1978 with the release of Space Invaders. That was the very first game ever to have a leaderboard. And basically the company said the reason why leaderboards were invented was we need to find a way that we can get people to keep coming back and playing. So if they make 3,000 points one time, then they want to pump in more quarters and give us more money so they can do better than 3,000 points the next time and then get even higher and higher and higher. And then, as we all know, it turned into a little competitive thing between players, and then eventually they wound up doing like worldwide championships and tournaments and stuff and really making leaderboards the competitive place to be. Now, sometimes, you have people that are very, very competitive edge and that they have to be number one or they have to be top 5. And then you have people that are just on the more casual edge of things. They just like to simply play the game. And whether they make it onto the leaderboard or not makes no difference at all because it's all for the love and passion and the fun of it, right? But anyways, I was never a big leaderboards guy. I never joined tournaments and competitions. I never considered myself to be the best of the best and when it comes to any kind of game. And quite frankly, there's quite a few games that I play that I absolutely suck on. I'm second place on Techie Packy. All right, here's the secret. That was the last game I'd ever thought I'd ever place anything on. So basically, when I made the top 5 leaderboard originally, I was just kind of like, whoa, pat on the back. Like, this is actually a game I'm kind of sort of decent at. And then myself and Neuron, we're back and forth, Corrupt Neuron, we're back and forth between first and second place, alternating. But, we even joke about it behind the scenes because we do talk quite often. We're waiting for somebody to blow our scores out of the water, and it'll happen some. But other than that, most of us, we play by ourselves, and most of us, when it comes to high scores or leaderboards, we're playing against ourselves. It's always nice to have other larger goals to hit, but if I'm playing a game and I'm only scoring like 3,000 points in a game, okay, and someone else scores 5 million, going from 3,000 to 5 million right away, that's a bit of a stretch, and that's where it kind of becomes discouraging because you start, it's almost like the game starts shouting at you, like Gandalf, like, you shall not pass! And, we kind of get crushed by that. Like, man, this game sucks. It's too hard. We give up. I'm never going to make the scores that other people are doing. More things to keep in mind. But you want to be good at something, you have to practice your butt off. A lot of these games that we're playing are from the 80s and from the 1990s. So these games are decades old at this point in time. So there's a lot of us who have previously played a majority of these games. So when we jump into them on the iiRcade, we kind of know what we're doing already. We know the secrets and the tips and the tricks and how to do this, and this. And those who have never played these games before, they tend to struggle a little bit. Even myself, and there's a couple games where I've never played, and I struggle myself. I'm not on leaderboards in every single game. I have over 50 games in my iiRcade, and I'm not on a leaderboard on every single one. I like to joke around and say, I'm number 2 on Techie Packy, I'm number 11 on Strikers, and then I have, a secret invisible spot on the leaderboards on Rage of the Dragons because I can't even pass the damn first match. Some games are genuinely difficult, but you see on the leaderboards that there are people that have overcome those challenges and they're landing on the leaderboards and they're getting bigger scores. It's because they have the time to take to practice. I mean, seriously, it can be overwhelming sometimes to have, 200 games in your machine and you're like, well, which one do I play and which one do I try to get on the leaderboards? Pick a game, pick your favorite game or one that you thoroughly enjoy, jump on it and just dedicate a lot of time to that one game. I mean, that is how you're going to score big. Another way you're going to score big is by actually asking the pros, the people who have notched really high on the leaderboards. Ask them for advice. Don't be afraid to step up and say, how do you do this? How do you do that? What's the secret to beating this game? I'm not understanding the mechanics of this game. And, the one thing I've learned about the iiRcadians is that everybody in this community, in this family, for the most part, is very, very communicative and very helpful with each other. So never, ever be afraid, to step up and ask for some advice on something. But, never, ever be discouraged. Just push start, play your game, play hard, and just have fun. No one's winning competitions here. Have fun. Anyways, that's all I got for you today. This is Athony Sevins signing off. Until we meet again, take care of yourself and take care of each other.